Hello amazing people, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching this video from. Guys, I have a video of Muhammadu Buhari hand over power to Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Let's watch this video together, guys, and comment down below what do you think about this video.
2023 should be the last time Igbos will interfere in Lagos politics. If you are a winner, you don't need all of that. You need to be conciliatory. But somebody that's claimed that they have won still went ahead to send out a message like that. And when he was interviewed, there was no clawback. We've also seen the messages some of his handlers have put out. So the problem now a lot of people are seeing is this. There's mixed messaging. On one hand, people are saying let's unite, let's have peace. But your handlers are still sending sensitive messages like this. Heart. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, what you do speaks so loud I can't hear what you say. So if we truly want a nation of unity by reaching out to political opponents, you should start by listening to the growls and the pains. And that's why Nigerians are saying the decisions in court matters a great deal. You see, we've had instances like this. But the question is, what did history teach us? When an instance like this happened in 2007, Umar Musa Aradua came out to say that the elections that brought me were fraught with irregularities. And he made attempts to make amends, just like the amends you talked about, that there's a clarion call that an electoral case should be decided before we have the president sworn in. It's as simple as that. On his investiture, I congratulate President-elect Bola Tinubu. Just like I will still congratulate him when he's sworn in on May 29, doesn't take anything away from me. As long as he's president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he's my president. But that does not stop me from criticizing when he goes otherwise, because my criticism is my submission to national development and growth. But the people in his camp should know that in building peace, you must speak peace. Till to date, there's not been an apology to the Igbos after that message was sent out on the 19th of March. That this should be the last time Igbo should have any say in Lagos politics. But this is the same state that you have a lot of Igbo businesses. Like I said, I wish the administration well, barring any legal encumbrances and court and all of that. And when the court makes their decision, we still have to come together to move forward. But in moving forward, we should learn to temper the things we say to each other. But time, as they say, is pregnant with a lot of possibilities.
Okay, a number of things. Yesterday, the president-elect and the vice president-elect were honored with the topmost statues in the country, GCFR, which is the topmost, title, award for those who have been presidents and, heads of state in Nigeria, and the GCON for the vice president-elect. There are other persons, of course, who take the GCON. Aliko Dangote was honored GCON. I think Otumba Mike Adenuga also bears the GCON title, in addition to vice president. But the GCFR is strictly, reserved for people who are presidents or who have been heads of state. And what happened yesterday is in line with the Honors Act of 1963. In other words, it's a tradition, it's a convention. But I think I was saying in another conversation yesterday that, look, if a man has been given a GCFR and another one has been given GCUN as vice president-elect, those honors are never taken away from them. So, in a sense, concerned persons may say, okay, now that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is GCFR and Kashim Shettima is GCON, and so what happens to the case in court? So what we're seeing is that there is a momentum that is generating, and that momentum, is just rolling forward. After that, yesterday they had the inauguration concert. Today they will have Jumat service. On Sunday there will be, on Saturday there will be Children's Day. On Sunday there will be, church service. I guess, the two persons, president-elect and vice president-elect, will show up at the, at the church service, interdenominational, service in Abuja as observers, but they will be there because it's part of the program. So there's a momentum that is already rolling ahead. Maybe, perhaps, there's an argument, being pushed that people can just, continue to push after this process is concluded, which is that, look, it's better, perhaps, to conclude litigations, election petitions, before anybody is inaugurated. What is the process going on in Abuja is also going on at the state level. By Monday, new government will be in place, from federal to state, except in those places where people are just taking second term. But, that's something for people to worry about. At the occasion yesterday, President Muhammadu Buhari advised Bola Ahmed Tinubu to govern, to lead with wisdom, courage, and compassion. And of course, that's important. Whoever is going to lead Nigeria, as President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu will begin to lead from Monday, we need a lot of wisdom. We need a lot of courage. We will need a lot of compassion. In the lead up to the elections and all of that, there was a lot of acrimony, there was a lot of crisis, with people like us asking, how would people heal? What would be, the road forward to reconciliation? Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot afford to be a vindictive president. He cannot afford to run a Nigeria where he will talk about, those who voted for me, those who did not vote for me. He has talked about unity. He has talked about inclusion. He has tried to reach out to a man like Kwankwanso. We would like to see that in practical terms. And all of that will be in terms of the devil, in the details. That is one. The president says that Nigeria is in safe hands. Well, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Alhaji Kashim Shettima, they will have to prove that. They will have to show that the country is indeed in safe hands. And how will it be in safe hands? Yesterday, one of the issues we considered was security. Section 14, sub 2B of the 1999 Constitution. Will it be able to provide security? We talked about education as a priority. We talked about the economy many times on this program. Hard decisions that would need to be taken. And a government that is compassionate, as President Muhammadu Buhari is suggesting. Well, in response, President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, well, Buhari will still be relevant whether he stays in Daura or he goes to Niger, that he will still knock on his door. Well, that's interesting to hear. After all, President Buhari will still remain a member of the Council of State, and he will get invited to Council of State meetings. And we hope that he would, offer the benefit of his experience. Finally, President Buhari says he has run a good race. Well, yesterday I said we hope that history will be kind to him. Every president leaving office will say, I hope history will be kind to me. And in his own particular case, he has said he has apologized to anybody who may feel very bad. But indeed, he has run a good race. When he started this race, he was in hospital for the better part of the time. He started his career as a civilian president with ear treatment in London. He spent some 136 days or so abroad, cumulatively almost a whole year. He ended it with a toothache. But we have seen him looking very healthy, looking very strong, and yesterday, this newspaper was telling us he's finishing strong. And indeed, in terms of his physical agility, you can see that, It looks very well, and we're happy for him in that regard, and also happy with his family. But the final judgment in terms of performance is something that is still in the womb of time. It's still something that will be determined by the Nigerian people, by students of history.
Thank you guys for watching our video. Share, like, and subscribe. And comment down below what you think about this video. See you in another video. Bye.